Good evening, everyone, and welcome to week 4 of my video rant. Got a lot of comments to get to, so let's not hold off any longer and let's get started. Okay. Pete By said, should the Flyers sign Jason Michaels? Okay, Pete, I have one question for you. Are you retarded? Jason Michaels doesn't even play hockey. He's a backup outfielder for the Cleveland Indians and a so-so one at best. Oh, man, I have to say, I'm surprised you even found my website at all. But maybe you shouldn't have, because if you didn't, you would have entered that. You would not have entered that ridiculously stupid comment. Never again, please. Okay? Pete, bye. Thank you. All right, next up we have a guy, not Frank Reynolds, who writes, I think Ottawa should dump Stillman for Silman. What do you think, do-nuts? I hope you tear your ACL, and I say your Y-O-U-R ACL, and not your Y-O-U-R-E ACL, and I go to Camden County. And I even know that. Jordan! Okay, obvious Chappelle Show fan there, which is good. I like Chappelle Show. All right, well, Mr. Not Frank, even though I do think it's Frank Reynolds. Let's compare Silman and Stillman. Corey Stillman is a 2-time Stanley Cup champion who had an 80-point season 4 years ago, so he's a very good hockey player. Matt Silman is a slightly overweight college student at Widener University who can't play hockey if his life depended on it. So you know what? I wish the Senators did that last night, actually, because if they did, the Flyers might have actually beaten them and ended their 7-game losing streak instead of it extending to 8. Ugh. Why couldn't you think of that yesterday, Frank? Come on. But good job repping Camden County. It's actually not a bad school for a community college, and I'll give you props for using proper grammar, something that a lot of people from your school can't do. Keep up the good work. Okay, next up we have Ryan Donor, who, okay, that's my brother's name, but I'm pretty sure this isn't him posting that because he would use a disguised name. He says, Dewey, whoever this is, says, Dewey, rank EHS class of 05. Okay, whoever you may be. I did some research on the subject, and I have my top 16 players for the Eastern class of 2005. Hockey team, of course. Start at the bottom. The first 4 guys failed to make varsity as seniors. Phil Big Slow Chaikin, Brian McGovern, Eric Shireman, and Chris Porch Cordero. That's the bottom 4. Then, let's see. The last 12 guys actually did play varsity at some point. Let's see. Rich Dick Smith, Kyle Cole, John I Don't Know How to Pass Valerio, Nick Rubino, Bad Andy Kaiser, Rich I Got Tackled by Someone on the Williamstown hockey team on video, Piante, Brian Teebs Williams, Chris Ball, Dan Tavana, Ryan Donor. Let's see, we're down to number 2 now. Second best player in the class, Rory Levinson. And number 1, Mike Condrela, who did not play varsity senior year, but that was because his juniors team didn't allow him to. Playing juniors, I'd say that gives him the edge. He is number 1. Okay, next up we have the D-Rap, who says, the videos are getting a little better. Try adding some music in the intro, and while you're signing off, maybe the Sports Center music. Well, first, thank you for the compliment, Mr. D-Rap. Any compliments are appreciated, as are tips. I will listen to all advice, but I will not necessarily put it into action because, like, what you're suggesting is using the Sports Center music. I don't want to do that because, first of all, this is an uncut production, so that would involve editing, and I want to make this look like it's impromptu, which it is. And the Sports Center music, see, I can't use that because that's called stealing. I'm not here to steal. I'm trying to be original. So, sorry. Think about that next time. I'm not trying to get sued. Okay, next. Well, the person making this comment used a racial epithet at the beginning of their name, so I'm going to smooth over that and call themselves Ends Be Trading Me in All Dare Leagues, who actually made 2 comments. And he says, first, Have any of these posts been legitimate internet users who didn't know about the site ahead of time? Are all these people just people who know you? By the way, F Dewey. Okay, thanks. Last week, I would say a lot of people who commented actually were not people who know me. They were people who randomly discovered my site. I mean, after all, I do advertise on Google AdWords, so maybe some people found me. And if they did, thank you, and keep finding me. Although it seems like this week, weird. Seems like everyone knows me somehow. Okay, now a second comment from Ends Betrayed Me in All Dare Leagues. Do Muck, y'all shall do an investigation into the potential throwing of games at the roller hockey tournament by Galehouse FTW. The truth must be told Black Sox style. Okay, well, for those who don't know, Galehouse FTW was a team that I played on in a roller hockey tournament last December. We expected to be really good. In fact, our best player, Zach Kuzmis, said, quote, "We could be the New England Patriots of this tournament." Needless to say, Galehouse FTW went a perfect, and I say perfect because we went 0-5 and were easily the worst team in the tournament. We were not the New England Patriots, we were the Miami Dolphins. So you know what? Maybe Zach Kuzmis did something, had something to do with that outcome. I mean, after all, he made that comment to make all the gamblers out there think that, oh, we were going to do great, so they were all going to bet on us, and there was no money prize for winning this tournament either, so I'd say maybe Zach Kuzmis threw the results so that he would win all the money from Galehouse FTW performing so poorly. You're right, Mr. Ends Betrayed Me in All Dare Leagues. I think I will have to investigate. Okay, let's see, moving on. A guy named Simon Gagne, who is my favorite Flyer, but I doubt it's the real Simon Gagne. Dewey, as a Philadelphia Flyer and fan of good sports broadcasting, I must say I am very impressed with this site. Your hard work and dedication to providing the truth about what's going on in the NHL is second to none. Keep up the good work, little buddy. And when I get back on the ice, my next goal is for you. Well, thanks, whoever you are, but I don't think Simon Gagne is going to be back for a long time. And in fact, our next commenter addresses this. He goes by the name of Mike Richards, Flyers All-Star. Simone. We all know with your level of pussiness and recent concussions, you'll probably never return and we will continue this epic losing streak. Is it too late to get traded to the Rangers? Okay, well, Mike Richards, if that's who you really are, it isn't too late to trade Simone to the Rangers, but I don't see that happening. And in fact, I have to call you out right now. You haven't been playing well during this losing streak, and that's a big reason it's happened. You're the one who's healthy. You're the franchise player with a 12-year contract. Therefore, Mike Richards, it's your job to get the team out of this slump. And if you do, you will be named captain immediately. Okay, one last thing. Let's see. The D-Rap comments again, I guess, says, how could you say Duke is the most popular team in North Carolina? Have you ever been there? It's heels all the way. Do Donker. All right, D-Rap, I hate to call you a moron. Actually, I don't, because it clearly says here on the first sentence of my non-hockey topics page, the most popular NCAA basketball program in the country is probably that of Duke University. That's right. I said country, not North Carolina, you dumbass. Learn how to read, and until you do, never comment on my site again. All right, you know what? I've had enough of these idiots. That's it. I'm done. Keep commenting, everyone, and if you make something stupid, I will be sure to ridicule it. Until next week, so long.